Okay.
Hello. Jace Kenley Thompson is our grandson. I'm Bob, Jace's granddad, and this is pretty lady is Gigi, his grandmother, Jennifer's mom and dad. We're here in just a very brief few moments, to tell you a few things that are on our heart about Jace. It's impossible to do all of it, so we're going to limit it to just a few things that are so very close to our heart and share with you our mission. I'm going to speak to you briefly what I perceive as Jace's legacy. And we both talked about this and in agreement. And Gigi's going to talk to you about some of those things that brought such great joy to all of us. And she's going to speak for both of us in that regard. A few days ago, I saw something on television I've never heard before. Never even thought about it before, and that was during a professional football game, a referee was going to announce, as they do after a penalty, the infraction and what the consequences are. Just as he was about to speak, one of the players ran up to him and wanted to object to the call. The referee just simply said, "Pardon me, I'm speaking to America." Well, that's what Gigi and I are doing. That's what this foundation is wanting to do, is speak to America. Very little is known about the killer that's taking the lives of so many children, that took the life of Jace. So our mission is to indeed speak to America and educate you on what DIPG is, and Jennifer and others are going to speak to that at some point, but we just simply want to focus on Jace. He was probably, I say he is, the bravest and most courageous person I've ever met. He fought a fight for 347 days and never quit. We can do no less than that. So I'd like for you to envision a line of children, 1,500 of them roughly, and Jace for us is at the head of that line. And I refer to children as being of all ages, anywhere from 2 years old to 17 years old and older. To us, they're all babies, stolen. And so if you envision these 1,500 children, that represents the number of lives taken since we lost Jace. So as we speak to others, hopefully all of America, we are the voice for Jace and for all of these children. That's our mission. That's our purpose, to educate America. There's every kind of cause in the world that you see on TV, all of them worthy. Everything from saving a dog to many, many other causes. I don't remember ever seeing anything that focuses on pediatric cancer, specifically pediatric brain cancer, specifically DIPG. Virtually everyone we've spoken to in the past 5 years have never heard of DIPG. So that's our mission. There are many other things that I would love to say and tell you about Jace and all the things that we experienced with him, but Gigi does a beautiful job of that. And so I turn it to her, and she's going to express to you the joy we shared, both of us.
Jace was our joy from the minute he was born. We kept him from the time he was 3 months old while his parents worked. And each day brought a new joy. We watched him grow. We watched him learn things and to be kind, and he was a snuggly little boy. And that's hard, for a lot of people to understand. He was just a snuggler. He loved his family, and he wanted to be either here or at his parents' home. And since we just lived through the woods, he could walk up here every day. And we just looked forward to seeing him come every single day. On the weekends, when he was at home, we would be outside listening for his voice, for his little voice, so we could hear him. But he was our joy, even though we had we had our own children, and we had other grandchildren. We were both working, busy with our careers and running here and running there, as most of you the young families understand. And we never got to enjoy the absolute perfect joy experience from a child from the time they're little. It was just an amazing experience for us. Jace was funny. He was sweet as he could be. He loved people. He loved his bacon and his eggs with no whites showing. And he loved his pancakes that had to be perfect. If they weren't perfect, Gigi had to make some more. But Gigi didn't mind. I loved doing that for him. I would have done anything for him, and he knew that. And, I felt like we spoiled him, but he never was spoiled. And that's hard to understand, but he wasn't. He was not a spoiled child. But he knew that he could get Gigi and Bob to do a lot, so we did. Jace loved his scooter. He loved to go by as fast as he could and go, "Hey Gigi, watch this," and I would just be holding my breath because he would fly by. He loved to play t-ball. Granddad, or Bob as he called him, he never called him Granddad, would set it up for him, and he worked so hard to hit that ball perfect. And he just worked all the time for that. Our dog Mags, she was probably his best friend around here because she followed him everywhere. She took care of him. It was just an amazing thing to see. Jace was probably the only one other than Blake who liked to throw the ball for Mags, and Mags would run and get it, and it would just go on and on and on. And Jace would just stand there and laugh. Well, after Jace left us, Mags watched for him every morning. Mags' entire personality changed. She was not a happy dog anymore. And she made it about 2 years after that. But there was a bond between her and Jace that was just unreal. And that had to do with Jace. Jace was just a special little boy. And I know that everybody thinks theirs is special, but he was special. So I think of him every single day. I mourn him every single day. I mourn his parents and his brother every single day. I mourn missing him constantly. But now I have a mission. We all have a mission. And that mission is to see to it, as best we can, that children are saved from this horrible cancer. If you've never heard the words terminal, nothing we can do, it's a stab to the heart forever and ever. But Jace fought hard. He never complained. I don't recall him ever crying in pain And I know he was in pain. I know he was in a lot of pain. But he never complained about it. He would sit on the couch when he couldn't walk and laugh at others. He was just a special boy. So that's the Jace I know. That's the Jace I remember. That's the Jace I mourn every day. And I know that there are other parents out there that have been dealt the same. I don't even know what to call it. You can't say it was dealt to you. It just happens. It happens. There's no reason. And I apologize for crying, but but let's work hard. Let's work hard every day to keep fighting for Jace, to live like Jace, to love like Jace. And that attitude that he had, it can't stop me. And nothing's going to stop us. Nothing.
Thank you. We love you all. We love those doctors and others who are trying to take this killer away from these children. Thank you.